Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Raymond with ArtistBreaksRock. Today we're at my local park in hopes of looking for material for my 500 subscriber giveaway. One of my favorite things to do is to walk around and find broken tree limbs, bark, old wood, and turn it into art. So here we are, we're walking along, and we're hoping that we find something interesting to possibly turn into a knife handle for my 500 subscriber giveaway. I usually look at old brush, stuff like that, and see if we can find a nice piece of wood to use in the creation of that knife handle. Can you go back? Okay, so we're looking around possibly for some wood to use, and I can see if you look on the floor right here, there's a bunch of broken wood and old limbs, and I think we have right here, maybe it looks like it's oak. Come with me right here. There's another one on the floor, and let's see if we have one more. All right, so we have 3 oak tree branches that were already off the tree, and we're going to use these in hopes of creating some knife handles. We will look a little further to see if we have any other types of trees we could possibly use in the process of making the knife handle. So we're just looking around, like I said, trying to find something interesting. So we're going to look over here. We don't really need that. But there's a lot of broken eucalyptus branches, and we're going to try to find something that works for us. We're trying to choose something that's about 2 inches in around or in diameter, so that we could turn it into a knife handle. So we're just going to keep on walking. I'm really having fun out here. It's a beautiful day. The weather's nice. The wind is blowing. So let's go ahead and continue looking and see if we can find anything in particular. I don't really see anything yet. Let's keep going up here. So there's a lot of dead branches everywhere, which is exactly what we want. But like I said, we haven't found it yet. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of look around while I'm off camera and see what we can find. So I think we're getting close. I think we actually might have found something soon. There's a branch here. It is a little bit on the thinner side. So normally I would take it, but I'm gonna leave it here. Maybe some other time we'll pick that up. But let's go ahead and walk around. I'm really trying to find something interesting, something with some twist, some curve on it. Who knows? Very interesting branch would work good. So here we go. I'm looking around on the floor, and here's a pretty decent sized branch. It is a fallen branch. You can see it's about 2 inches wide in some of the areas. It is a fallen eucalyptus tree branch, and I don't know about you, but this is pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to this. So out of these pieces, I will be giving away some custom knife handles by ArtistBreaksRock for my YouTube 500 subscriber giveaway. I thank you guys for following me and watching me on this little journey, and I'm looking forward to future videos, future content, and I hope you guys enjoy the video coming up. It's going to be actually some live shots of me making the handles for the 500 subscriber giveaway. Okay, so what we have here is the two knife handles for our flint knapping handles. So you can put an arrowhead or knife blade. This is obviously going to be a smaller blade, but these are created using a laser engraver. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to create an area where you guys can notch your blade, because these are for my 500 subscriber giveaway. So I'm going to create an area here. And so what I first want to do is find the center, and I'm going to kind of eyeball it, what I think the center is, somewhere right in there. And then I'm going to make a mark. I'm just using a pen. So right in there. It's a little off, so let me go ahead and make another mark. Right in there. That's centered. And then we want to connect it, so I'm going to go down. I'm just eyeballing this to try to get a good depth. We're going to go to probably just about an inch down, right in there. And then we'll try to match it on the other side. So now that I'm looking at it from the top, that actually is centered for here. That's centered here. So my line is slightly off. So what I'm going to do is connect it. So that'd probably be a better way to go about it. Find the center on both sides. Just as far as the look, you could tell. So that's centered there. Hopefully you guys can see that. We'll go ahead and mark the other one also. Gonna try to eyeball it. Right in there. Actually, let's learn from my first time here. So I'm gonna center it right here just by feel. That's gonna be my mark. Right there. Turn it around. Let's go. Hopefully you guys can see that on camera. Sorry if you can't. Yeah, I like that one. So this will be a smaller notching area or hafting area to put in an arrowhead. I might go down to about right here. Looks about right. Okay, so now that the marks are on our pieces, we're gonna go ahead and set up and get ready to cut them out. Okay, so now it's gonna be some final cleanup of our area here to put our blades or stone blades. And so we're gonna go ahead, our arrowhead points, and we're gonna go ahead and clean these up. We're gonna use a Dremel. I got a little rough bit on it to kind of try to clean it up best I can. So all I'm going to do now is kind of file it up, clean it up, and then sand it down. Kind of made some marks with the Dremel on accident, so I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. Make sure the inside's nice. These are going to be for you guys, so I want to make sure that they're pretty good, you know. Looks pretty good. So I'm going to take I think this is 80 grit sandpaper. Just kind of clean up. A little rougher sandpaper. Kind of clean up the outside, those little marks that I made too. This is oak. This particular handle is oak. Right here. Clean up nicely. I don't ever go over the design with 80 grit. I have a 320 right here that will whiten all this up, clean it up, lighten it up. So let's go ahead and do that. And I just barely hit this. I don't mind some of the burn marks. Gives it character. That's why I don't always take away all of it. It's my little maker's mark right here. Has a natural imperfection. I'm okay with that kind of stuff. I happen to think it's nice. We're almost done with this piece. The next stage after this, after the sanding, is going to be to stain it. I'm going to actually stain these for you guys and clear coat them. If you guys, for future giveaways, if you want them just to be naturally and raw, so you can do it yourself, you know, I can do that also. But for sake of this video, Look at that, all cleaned up. Pretty nice. Check that out in here. It's a pretty nice job. You can fit a small little point in there. That's going to stain up pretty nice. Let's go ahead and take care of this. The Dremel got it a little bit. Doesn't need too much filing. I actually cleaned it up pretty well with the Dremel. This is a harder wood. This eucalyptus is, I believe this eucalyptus is really, really tough stuff. I really like this, working with this wood. Okay. Get those corners nice. All the rest of this is going to clean up with some, let's go back to the 80 grit. The 80 grit's used just to knock it down. I'm sure we could go higher than 320, but I normally don't. I have some 3000 grit, 1500 too, I believe. Knock those down really nicely. Got a couple in here. I'm not too worried about them. All right, time for that 320. I will do this lightly also. This is a harder wood, so the laser engraving wasn't as deep. It's still really clean, so I'm gonna hit this real lightly. It'll help to bring out too the eagle design. You'll see a finished result too. Got my maker's mark right here. Lightly. So I believe with this giveaway, if you guys notice here, there is 2 handles. So in this particular 500 subscriber giveaway, I'm actually going to be giving away 2 handles, 2 different winners. And I also might throw in some of my custom glass that somebody could try to work and maybe finish off their knife blade. If not, they can use their own napped arrowhead or knife blade and finish off the knife. Future giveaways, I might be giving away a kit. This particular one, I'm just going to be giving away the knife handles and the glass. The more subscribers we get, the better the giveaways are. I like creating content for everybody. I like giving away free stuff. There we go. Check that out. All sanded down. All ready to go. Almost. Just need to do a stain, clear coat, and then it'll be off to my subscribers. I do appreciate everybody following along. And let's go ahead and get a clear coat and a stain on this. So the next part is going to be the stain. I'm just using here wood stain, color coat. So what you're going to need for this is the stain. I have a brush, your handles, and a rag also. So let me get a rag. There's my rag. So first step, I'm going to go ahead and brush them off. So So just take off the dust. You can use a blow dryer, not a blow dryer, air compressor. I just usually brush them. It's pretty quick. Alright, so those are cleaned. Now we're going to get a little bit of stain. Let's mix it up a little bit. So bring it right here. We're going to get a little bit of stain. We're going to mix it up. You don't want to have too much on your brush. Alright. We're going to cover the entire thing. All right, whole thing covered. Now we're going to wipe it off. So here's a big reveal. Now at this point, you could distress it. You could take off some of the stain. I might do that, I'm not sure yet, so you can see the design a little clearer. But the design is lightening up. I didn't get fully in here. You don't have to. I mean, you're going to put stuff in there anyways. But for the sake of the video, we'll go ahead and put some stain in there. You also want to clean it up. Sorry, let's get this a little bit more organized here. Just going to put it right through there, and you're just going to go back and forth, clean that off. Now, I've never done this. Let me try it, and if it doesn't look good, then we'll go ahead and put some more stain on it. I'm going to lightly sand it to try to bring the eagle out. Certain areas, we're just going to see how it looks. Let's lightly go back over it with some stain. I'm not sure if I like that, if I like the eagle like that. Let's try it again. Alright, let's go back over it. I'm not sure yet if that was the way to go. I kind of like it the way it looks. I'm going to go ahead and call that good to go, and then we'll get ready for a clear coat for that one. So same thing. Try to soak into the laser engraved design. That's why I put so much on, just because it's laser engraved. You want to kind of get into the darker parts. Okay. I do have lighter stains that look good too, but for this one, this is the kind of stain that I kind of wanted to do. Wipe it off. Let's get the rag set here. All right. Let's clean inside. So here we go. There's the handle number 2, and there is handle number 1. All right, time to clear it, and then let's go ahead and see how it looks. All right, here we go, everybody. The 500 subscriber video is done. We have 2 finished handles. We have a nice eagle right here. It is double-sided. Has my maker's mark right here. We also have another one done here. It also has my maker's mark, has more of a tribal pattern on it. Now this particular knife handle will come with the blue glass, and this particular handle will come with the black glass. Now you can put any point you want in these handles. I thank you guys for watching my videos, for liking, for subscribing, for commenting. If you would like a chance to win these, I will be giving it away to, count it, 2 subscribers. You have to comment on this video and you have to like it, and if you want to go even further, you could even share it. So hope you guys enjoy. This is Artist Breaks Rock out. Hope you guys have a great day and have a good one.